are ready to play. The Dungeon Master reacts to your actions, narrates what your character encounters, handles dice rolls, tracks changes in your inventory, and ensures everything goes according to the D&D rules. Even in its early stages, Everweave offers a taste of genuine D&D adventure. And that adventure is yours to choose.
Feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether they're...
As I mentioned, signing recruits is going to be big. So National Signing Day should be your A-Day for bringing in as many coaching points, staff points, whatever it is. This is key. Even if you're not bringing in a whole lot of starters immediately, rebuilding positional backups are just going to give you a whole lot of XP. It can also give you a lot of XP, and what is really big in for getting that elite recruiter? Top 5 classes. Now I'm just letting the CPU handle it here in this video. So we only bring in the 47th ranked recruiting class.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work first. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed the most, when you played great competition? So far, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's been elite of elite. Finishing the season strong right here could be the final cherry on the Sunday.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Kick is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Horned Frogs offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him up.
There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Lewis to throw. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and now turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Running to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops the throw. Quickly to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Escapes trouble. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lewis to throw. The screen, he can go. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shabera. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Lewis to throw. Gets open down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off play action on first down. The quick out. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and short now from their own 48. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Lewis wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Lindsey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gonna look downfield again. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it on the outside. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Lewis to throw. Grabs it in the middle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. LSU quick to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it down the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Lindsey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Lewis wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They just keep firing. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lindsey. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And the Horned Frogs enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. He'll pull it on the read. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, LSU. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.